Hello, everyone. My name is Carlene Ling, aka Vandalee, and welcome to Craft.
Mighty J, Mighty J.
Welcome. So, the show is called Craft. I'm going to ask you today, what is the definition to you of your craft?
The definition of my craft is basically resurrecting souls through music. You know, give people a sense of hope. You know, so that's what it is.
Good. So, you've been compared to artists that was well loved in the genre, Tupac Shakur. May he rest in peace. How do you feel about those comparisons?
I feel great about the comparisons because that's one of my how can you say it? One of my icons, people that I look up to, you know, just by his realness and how he carried himself and how he kept it 100 with his fans and people around, you know, love it or leave it, as he says, you know.
So tell me something that we wouldn't know about you other than the fact that you were a rapper. Where did you begin your journey in performing?
Actually, I owe that to Canada. I started performing when not too long ago in Toronto. But something about me, I also do reggae. You know, I kind of look up to the greats, the Bob Marley and the Tupac. Those are the major two that I would say, you know. People say I also sound like Marley, you know. But as his wife said, he who knows it is he who feels it. So if you feel whatever you feel when I put out whatever I put my craft, then I guess it is what it is. He who knows it is he who feels it.
Okay. So tell me what inspires you. You're obviously a writer. You create your own lyrics. What inspires you? How do you get in the zone to create the lyrics that you do?
Watching a lot of TV, things that I see going on around the world, you know. I guess you could say my thought patterns are aligned to change the world, if you could grasp what I'm saying. Raw emotions, things that I see, whether it's all the emotions, love, pain, sadness, joy, whatever. It's all the emotions that I see and I soak it up, whether it's personal or third person, you know, and then I do my thing, get into that zone and write according to it. Basically, I try to be in that person's shoes or brain, or I should say eyes, looking out. So when I'm writing and I'm visualizing what that person's actually seeing according to what happened and create the songs. So it feels like I'm there, you know what I mean? And that's how I get into my element and create.
Would you say that your lyrics are politically driven or personally driven? Are you pulling from the media things that are happening in the world when you create?
Yeah, I'm pulling from everything. So it is spiritually, it's personal, it's political, it's, you know, it's everything, you know, because that's the beauty about the about being an artist. You can paint pictures with words, you know. Yeah.
And what have you learned on this journey so far as a Canadian rap artist slash reggae artist? What have you learned in the industry, and what would you change if you could?
What would I change in terms of globally or in the specific music industry?
Since your name is the Mighty Change, you tell me.
I would change the way people treat each other, you know? Because if we really think about it, at the end of the day, we all die, right? And we all move on to a different, we can't really take all the jewelry and all this stuff with us, you know what I mean? If you really think about it, it's common sense. We are going to pass away somewhere. Yes, you can leave stuff for your generation to continue within the system, when you pass on, so that they won't struggle, because you know the struggle of the system. But at the same time too, I think we all could, live as one and come together.
As a rap artist, I can see the passion. You're very intense, and you really, you have a lot in you that you want to say. What can we expect from you in the next little while? I know right now things are different, but what plans do you have for the future?
I'm putting out some music because, people want to see visuals, but at the same time, I'm going to be very outspoken and raw with my music and my words as to what point I'm trying to get across. But at the same time, too, I'm going to make it fun. You know what I mean? Because if people are having fun and I'm still, dropping a little knowledge in between, they can still, So I have a few projects coming out. I just released a song called The Rose, and I'm working on this video and stuff for it right now. So, and I'm writing a script also, because I like the movie industry, So I do work behind the scenes sometimes, and yeah, I'm just gonna come at the world, but being 100%, keeping it real for the people that I look up to, whether they're here or not. So.
What journeys has your music taken you to so far? Have you toured or anything like that since you've been an artist?
Yeah, I did a little tour of Europe in 2018. Did a lot of performance around Canada. I went to Germany, man, and it was dope. It was dope, you know what I mean? My perception as to what I see on TV was different from what, the present, you know what I mean? And it was very... It was dope, you know what I mean? For instance, let me tell you a little story. Where I was staying and where I was performing is like about a mile, maybe half mile, and I forgot my phone. And I came out the building, and there was this guy sitting there drinking his tea, reading a book, and his bike was leaned up. This guy don't know me from nowhere. I said, "Hey, can I borrow your bike?" I gotta go. Yeah, take it, go. And I hopped on the bike, and I'm like riding through Germany. I'm like, oh shoot. It's like, and I brought it back, and that was like, I'm a stranger, and I know you can't do that in Toronto, because if you go to Toronto and say, hey, they're gonna be like, who, what, you know what I mean? But then when I went to Germany and I just asked, he said, yeah, cool, go ahead and come back, without asking and knowing who, whatever, what, and it made me change my perception of what TV versus real life, and it was dope. Poland, I have I have a lot of fans in Poland too. Poland was very nice. The people, they like hip hop. They love hip hop, and they like reggae too. So it was an experience. It was an eye opener to see the experience and the things people have to go through when they go on the road, especially when they're starting out. But I enjoyed every bit of it. I brought back a lot of experience. So now I know what it's like, so I can prepare myself now for when I go on tour and stuff to, get things done. And I've been to the States and all that little stuff too, but that's, U.S. is U.S. Everybody goes to the U.S.
Well, you certainly have done a lot in the short space of time that you've been performing. So we hope to see a lot more from you, and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Craft. I go by the name of Mighty Change, and this is my craft.
Waiting for a long time.
Long time.
T-Dot, tell me, are you ready for me?
Are you ready?
I'm ready for you. Let's go.
Let's go.
Block trade.
Block trade.
Yeah.
Little man on my own, initiating life's possibilities. I wonder, could it be when you're not around? I reminisce on the good times, so the next time I see your smiling face, sweet memories is all I have. Remember when you told me to go deep inside, want me to touch you in places the rest has never been, made me smile. Giving yourself to me got me feeling special. They asked me why you're number one. Forget them haters and busters. Me and my girlfriend rolling through the streets of T-Dot. Let it be known I'm back in the city, I'm back on my grind. Me and God had a conversation, and now I'm here to lead a misled generation. I hope you hear my when I speak, a second chance given. I hope you listen and pay attention as you hear me teach. Possibilities in our lives, possibilities in your life. Possibilities across the world. Possibilities, y'all. Build a great Canadian nation. Canada is a world within a country. What I say is change the way we treat each other. Rise up. Rise up. As in, open your minds. Let's go. Rise up, children, and don't be a drag. These are the days, children. These are the days. Rise up.
Somebody tell me about premeditated plots. I tell you about my dreams coming to reality. These impossibilities are made possible. Doing anything to get where I'm going, except selling my soul. So it was more than necessary for me to rise. Come on, get up and open up your eyes. It's clear to see. If you can believe, then you can achieve. So many things thrown in your way. So many things was given your way. Thanks to him, sons of man. Can you tell God thanks? Good or bad, we all were made from his. You know the rest. Blessed is he who see. Black, white, I don't care. We all in the same. So please take heed to this gospel for the ghettos. From seas to seas, land to land, universe to universe. Hear this Marley spirit with a Machiavelli heart.
Rise up, children, and don't be a drag. These are the days, children. These are the days. Rise up.
This is my gift from God. No human should be idolized. Everything happened for a reason. A message from the wise. While I'm increasing my knowledge over time, alleviating the hesitation every time I rhyme. This information, breathe it like a salvation for your soul. My inspiration, transparent through the whole generation. Casting over the dawn, listen, it's in a song. Remember, real soldiers don't die, we multiply. You and me, and every other soul's to be on fold. So when we lead, we rise, like the sons of God. Half man, half God. A message from you know who. Trust me, the industry can't stop what's about to unfold. Resurrect in your hearts.
Rise up. Rise up, children, and don't be a drag. These are the days, children. These are the days. Rise up. Start treating people better. You know what I'm saying? You say this is Canada and you guys love this utopia place. You know what I mean? I say, hey, start taking care. Start from the ground up. You know what I mean? Stop. You guys always have a thing from it's the top, then it trickles down. No, start from the ground up. Build a great nation. You know what I mean? So when the next generation says, hey, who started this evolution? Oh, Canada. Canada was the first country to actually start respecting and helping out each individual citizens of his country, you know what I mean, and change this whole world, started the whole change, you know what I mean, that whole new nation, that one nation or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Canada has the opportunity to become on the lips of history for generations to come. Well, Black Lives Matter, it's about the whole change, and that's it. Rise up.